Sponsored by Tech Reload UK. Check out the purchasing links in the description below.
Is a dash cam. I think I've just already looked at another dash cam.
But before I show you this, you need to like my video and subscribe.
So now it's okay?
There's just one more thing you need to do, and that is to click on the bell so that you get a notification when a new video comes out.
I hope it's okay.
Perfect.
This one's a different brand. It's CrossTour car recorder, model number CR250. It's 1080p full HD, wide angle 170 degrees, G sensor, which basically can detect if you've hit the car into something or someone's hit you. Or in my case, I drove over a pothole which triggered the G sensor, and I'm thinking traction control could also trigger this as well. It also spots motion detection, which are not really good on dash cams. This doesn't even say dash cam on there. Looking at the specs, it supports 1080p and 720p. The camera mode is 2 megapixels, 5, 8 and 12, and it's a 1.5 inch TFT LCD display. We have a, what is this? Support card, special gift. You can have a 16 gig SanDisk SD card or a card charger with a 3M adhesive mount. It says A, B, so it'll be one or the other. So basically they're asking you to write a review. The camera is quite small. It's a slightly different design. Normally they're big like that with the camera facing that way and you got the big screen. This one, it's facing forward and then you got the screen there. You've got up and down angles, probably 130 degrees or something like that. It can go a little bit higher than the center point, but it doesn't go all the way flat. We got the mounting system here, the SD card slots, reset button, power button, up and down navigation, and I think that will be the record button. It's like a double triangle. And then the menu button. The screen is very tiny. We've got LED indications for record, power and microphone. On this side we've got a mini USB and a hole for the mic. We've got an instruction manual there, so that can stay there. And we've got the accessories. We've got 2 sticky pads which appear to be the clear gel pads. Double-sided. If I peel this up, so you have a spare one, so that's how thick it is, and then that will slide into the dash cam. So you'll mount that in the windscreen, put it in that way around, and then just slide it upwards to lock it in position. But that didn't work, so I think I've got it the wrong way around. So you put it like that and then push it up, and now that's locked. In this bag we've got a USB cable, which is the mini USB cable, and we've got the car mount, which is rated at 12 volts to 24 volts at 1.6 amps, and then we've also got a USB port which is rated at 0.6 amps, so it's enough to charge a phone. And then we also have a LED indicator there. Power indicator is white and the record indicator is red. Now this has the same sound and same interface as the other camera. It's got mass storage, which is different text, PC camera and record mode. So mass storage is USB mode. Basically you'll be able to see the contents of the SD card. PC camera if you want to use this as a webcam, and then record mode is normal, so I need to go to that. It is upside down because I don't want this to be looking at me. Then I'm guessing it's this middle button here for OK. Is that going to keep flashing please insert SD card? Right, so that's going to be quite difficult to see the text on there. I'm going to put in a micro SD card which doesn't work, and hopefully it won't complain. Okay, I put a card in there and it's still complaining. Oh wait, it's turned itself off. Why has it done that? Okay, let's try turning this back on again. Go to record mode. Nah, it's not happy with that SD card. The SD card is corrupted, so that's why it's not working. We've got the date in Chinese format, followed by the time. It says it's charging, it knows that the SD card is missing, the battery level is on 1. We do have some noise pixelation on the image, which you won't be able to see on camera, but I can see it. We've got a timer, the resolution which is 1080 full HD, WDR is enabled, which is the wide dynamic range. It's in camcorder mode, loop recording is set to 3 minutes, and the exposure is set to 0. But why did that turn off? It probably turned off because it knows that there's no SD card in there and we've got the auto power off on there. So let's switch this back on and start pressing buttons so it doesn't turn off. Just need to wait for this to turn back on. Okay, so going into the menu, which is the one with the 3 lines, we got the resolution, which is 1080 full HD, 720p and VGA. The loop recording is set to off 1 minute, 3 minutes and 5 minutes. This will wipe the old unlocked files to make room for the new files. Going back, we can go to WDR, which will have on and off. The default setting is on. Exposure settings, you can change that from +3 all the way to -3. There's more settings further down. Next is the motion control, which is on and off. Default is off because the motion control don't really work that well. Plus it will also consume battery. Recording is set to on. You can set that off. I don't know why you would want to not record. Date stamp on and off. G sensor off. Low sensitivity, medium sensitivity or high sensitivity. Parking monitoring is set to off. You can turn that to on. If you turn it on, you'll consume battery power. The screen resolution isn't that great on here. It's because it's TFT display. Headlight warning, it's currently off. You can switch that on and it'll make a noise to let you know that your headlights are not on. Basically, when you're driving at night, it can see that most of the screen is dark, so it'll know your headlights are not on. Okay, so from here, pressing menu again, we'll go to the second tab, which is the settings. It has a screwdriver and spanner there. We can set the time and date in Chinese format, which is year, month and day. Auto power on is set to 1 minute, so this is basically, it's not recording and it switches off after a minute because there's no SD card on there, so it's not doing anything. You can switch that off or set it to 3 minutes. Next is the beep sound. You can turn that on and off. Language setting, you got the 2 different Chinese settings, which is traditional and the other one modern, maybe, I don't know. Dutch, English, French, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Russian, I don't know that last one, probably Japanese maybe. Frequency will be 50 or 60 Hertz. You got screensaver mode, which is either off or the default 1 minute or 3 minutes. License plate number, so you can put your license plate on here so it'll be embedded on the video. It's currently set to off, but you can go to on and then you can configure it, so you got 7 digits, which is okay for the UK. Other countries it might not be. Is there a blank? It might be a blank one. There's a hyphen, so oh, actually there is a blank, so you could do blanks if you needed to. Format will format the SD card. Default settings will wipe all the settings back to factory defaults. And then we got version, which is CrossTour CR250 version 2.1.0.1. Oh, I need to switch the license plate off on there. It was in settings, wasn't it? Let's go back to menu, license plate, and switch that to off. And we're back into the normal mode. If you've liked this video and found anything useful, leave a thumbs up. If you haven't done already, please subscribe and click on the bell for more notifications. And could you also like my Facebook page? And I'll see you next time.